Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Picks to Watch. Spring Split is just around the corner. We're going to be looking at some fun and interesting champions that could be making their way into pro play. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. My watch says it's about 3 minutes past. That means it's time for Maokai.
Hold tight, my sapling.
There's still one twisted tree thriving in League of Legends as Maokai has branched out into the support role. As we have already seen in the LPL and LCK, the introduction of Imperial Mandate has had a tremendous impact on him as Maokai has a ton of crowd control and low cooldowns which become the route to a lot more damage in fights. And Maokai has many more tricks left in his trunk. He can set up ganks with ease thanks to his flash W combo, and the amount of peel he can give his AD carry will leaf a lot of engagers' stump. And you have to feel sorry for any poor sap that face checks a bush or the jungle, as they'll surely be ambushed by his saplings, which deal fantastic damage when combined with Mandate and Demonic Embrace. Remember that Maokai's saplings can also be used to chop the tree ant down to size. In lane, they can be dragged into the wave to push and set up for a potential freeze or at least a gank opportunity. On top of that, if you're looking for an unkillable tank to soak up all the damage, you're barking up the wrong tree. This AP build leaves Maokai squishier than normal, so the support has to pick his fights wisely. Aftershock can at least give the Twisted Treant some crucial tanky stats, while Inspiration further boosts his utility. As for his typical build, you'll start with Relic Shield and move into the aforementioned Imperial Mandate and Demonic Embrace. From there, Maokai appropriately has multiple routes he could go, but as is the life of the support, it's rare he gets to build much after those two expensive AP items. Our next champion is a professional rock tag player and is looking to expand the competition. It's Talia.
I'm not afraid of you.
Talia has seen a seismic shove up the jungling tier list as her clear has been made much faster and safer thanks to buffed monster damage from consecutive threaded volleys. The bonus movement speed from her rock surfing passive paired with runes such as celerity and water walking makes sure that Talia is always one step ahead of her jungling opponent. Given that her W can be difficult to land, she may need some assistance for ganks. However, her zoning tools and astonishing damage are more than enough to keep opponents grounded. Then, once Talia hits 6, the writing is on the wall for the enemy. Like a pebble in your shoe, she can show up unexpectedly with a gank from long range and trap flashless targets. However, like the Earthbenders in Ba Sing Se, Talia can find it difficult to escape. While Talia can kite, once the gap is closed, it can be hard to create that gap again. High mobility champions that can stick to her will put her between a rock and a fed carry. Dark Harvest with Sorcery Secondary is what you'll usually smell this rock cooking, with pro players running Hailblade for Blue Smite, as well as Luden's Tempest or Leandri's Anguish as the core items. Then Talia can roll into Morellonomicon for anti-healing, Horizon Focus or Deathcap for more damage, or Banshees or Zhonya's Hourglass for some resistances. Finally comes a champion with a kit so powerful, the devil may cry. It's Samira.
Let's make this fun.
Many pros have shared their thoughts on the current state of the bot lane, but Samira is still obnoxiously good. New items have made it harder for most ADs to have an early impact, but by focusing on damage over attack speed, Samira has remained powerful.
I never go out of style.
The Desert Rose is a thorn in the side of laning AD carries, as her passive allows her to follow crowd control with a gap closer, and unavoidable damage to get her combo going. Later in the game, Samira brings a sword to a gunfight and it works with her kit, boasting style and substance which should shine in pro play. Blade World deflects projectiles while Wild Rush gives a resettable dash through enemies or allies so she can dodge, duck, deflect, dive and dodge again. To steal the show, she'll need to reach a max combo to cast her ultimate Inferno Trigger, which gives her ridiculous sustain and kills everything in her path. It's important to note that in order for Samira to shine, the rest of her team need to make up for her lack of utility. Opposing long-range comps can be a real combo breaker, as they chip away at Samira before she can even begin to thread moves together. That's why Lifesteal is so crucial for Samira, and why Conqueror is her most common rune choice, followed up with Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter. Keep an eye out for the ridiculous power spike Samira gets from Immortal Shieldbow and Collector, before Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster are added as a finishing blow. If you want to add an extra bit of flair, even her Taunt deals damage. Toss a coin at your opponent. It's really funny. No, seriously, it's really funny.
That does it for this episode of Picks to Watch. there are any fun or interesting champions you think could be making their way into pro play, be sure to go into the comment section and let me know. The Spring Split returns this Friday, the 22nd of January at 5 p.m. CET, and you won't want to miss it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Caca! I'm a tree!
Many trees don't do cacao.
Shut up, Dennis!
Focus, please.
I'm a tree! Blowing in the wind. Blowing in the wind.